Yo, what's going on, Senpai Squad? Welcome back to a brand new video, and today we've got the upcoming spoilers for the next few episodes of the Boruto anime. I believe that these will take us through to the end of the Jugo arc and the first couple of episodes of whatever is to be coming after that. Now then, as always, a massive shout out and big thank you to Organic Dinosaur. Her Twitter link will be in the description down below for you guys to go and check out. She's the one that gets all of this news for us. She's amazing and the community would be nothing without her. So, episode 102, the next episode is called Melee. Boruto and his comrades are trying to interfere with the plans to use the Cursed Seal's power. Even though Boruto and Suigetsu are heading over to Jugo's location, they get ensnared by a trap and get put into a tough position. On the other hand, Sarada and Karen employ divisionary tactics to battle their enemy. In addition, Wasabi and Namida have gotten separated from Boruto and his comrades. They get rescued by Sumire, but an enemy that she had fought against just a few days ago has reappeared in front of her. In order to protect the two of them, Sumire battles alongside Nue. So this episode sounds as though it's kind of like a little compilation of what we've already seen and the continuation of what we saw at the end of the previous episode. You know, obviously Boruto and Suigetsu were obviously ambushed by Tosuka and they were subdued by some sort of tranquilizer. Wasabi and Namida have been separated from Boruto, yet we saw that at the end of the previous episode, I believe. Sumire and Nue, that's going to be an interesting one because we know something's been going on psychologically between those two, so that'll be an interesting fight for sure. Episode 103, Migration Season. So, Jugo is suffering from the effects of the drug that activates the power of the curse marks. Okay, so rather than him having drugs to suppress his curse mark, he's now being forcibly, I presume, given drugs to excel the power of his curse mark. Somehow or another, Boruto and Suigetsu want to try and save him, but they are rendered unable to move because of being injected with a tranquilizer. Meanwhile, it's time for the migratory birds to set off. The birds that are harbouring the power of the cursed seal are getting ready to turn away and fly to various places. Okay, so this sounds as though we're coming towards the climax of the arc. This seems to be the goal of this ninja science team group, whatever they are, Tosuka's little lab. For some reason they want to infect the birds so that they fly off all around the world and infect people. It seems like some sort of plague. It's an interesting concept for sure, and that definitely seems to be their final goal. Even though Boruto and his comrades are trying to hurry, there's just too many of them. And then finally, Jugo transforms into a complete monster. Now, by complete monster, do they just mean he's gone into the form we've been seeing him go into already? Or is his curse mark going to evolve even further? We know his curse form has changed since the Shippuden days. It's got more abilities, the design looks different. Are these forcibly taken drugs that he's been having to activate the power of the curse mark? Is it going to further his complete transformation even more? Is he going to have more abilities? Is he going to be bigger? Is he going to, I don't know, have two heads? What's going to be going on with this complete monster that Jugo is going to be transforming into? Anyway, on to the next one, episode 104, a small co-inhabitant. Boruto and his comrades of Team 7 are helping out an arrest of an unidentified jewel thief. So, already we can tell that episode 103 is the finale of the mini Jugo arc we've got. So it seems as though by complete monster, Jugo's actually going to be the final bad guy, I'm guessing. And that's going to be an incredibly animated fight, if I had to put any form of money on that. So anyway, on to episode 104 again. However, while in the midst of tracking down the thief, they almost completely lose sight of the criminal. But then, a cat appears in front of their eyes. It's still so small and the cat seems to be in a frightened state. After thinking over for a bit, Team 7 member Mitsuki decides to raise and keep the cat. At first, Mitsuki doesn't know what to do. However, he eventually gives it a name and starts to take care of it in various ways. So straight away, people are going to listen to that and they are going to absolutely hate it. I can guarantee it. It's the same as what happened a few weeks ago, about a month ago, when all the spoilers came up for the Jugo arc and people saying, oh, attacking birds is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. And I said to them back then, just give it a chance. I'll say it again. give it a chance before you make your predetermined presumptions about how bad an episode's going to be. I think that's a very immature way to look at it, but I know people do it regardless. And then finally, episode 105, opening emotional scars. Mitsuki is complaining about the worsening condition of his body and turns up at Orochimaru's research laboratory. Now, this sounds pretty interesting because I feel as though it could have potential tie-ins to the long Mitsuki arc that we finished not too long ago. Obviously, one of the main things about that was Lord Ku was trying to find a way to stop their artificial bodies from worsening and decaying. And straight away from this opening sentence, Mitsuki's complaining about the worsening condition of his body. That sounds a lot like what Lord Ku was trying to stop happening. Orochimaru and Mitsuki's sibling Log hear stories from Mitsuki in order to figure out the root cause of the worsening condition. According to Mitsuki's stories, whenever he used to fall asleep, he never had a dream, but lately it seems as though he started to dream quite often. After hearing the discussion, Orochimaru considers something. The experiences up until now seem to have left some sort of impression upon Mitsuki's heart and mind. Moreover, those influences appear to have even affected his body and health. Now this episode, by far, I think out of all of the episodes, has the potential to be the most interesting because presuming that this is going to be another little Mitsuki arc, whether it be a long Mitsuki arc or a mini Mitsuki arc, I'm not too sure. If the new opening we got recently, is an actual genuine representation of the upcoming major arc of the story, then I don't imagine this is going to be a long arc. I imagine it would be a small one like the Jugo arc again. I'm not too sure, to be honest. There's so many questions still regarding the opening, but if this is going to be a proper Mitsuki arc again, but more kind of diving into his character, because although we call it the Mitsuki arc, it did more than just develop Mitsuki. It just kind of developed every character more or less, the entire team. Now, if this actually went more into Mitsuki solo, that'd be extremely interesting to see. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're not already to become a member of the Senpai Squad. As always, leave your thoughts and opinions on what these potential episodes and arcs could be like in the future in the comment section down below. And I'll see you guys in another video. But until then, peace.